start the basic walkthrough of the 2026 Holiday Rambler. Here is the first bunk right here. That switch will pull down the shade over here. Extra linens are going to be in here for this bed. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you get to the campsite, you'll want to be somewhere flat. You're going to auto level. The ignition has to be on and the emergency brake will be on. And you literally just push that one button and it'll do everything for you. And then the same to retract the jacks there. The main thing you're going to be using is this control panel right here. So you can either get to it from here or by pushing that. These are going to be all your lights right here. They also have switches in various places too. For utilities, when you go to use the water heater, there's a couple things you need to do. I will go over that in just a second. Here is all, it shows all of your levels for your gray tank, which is going to be shower and sink, your black tank, which is going to be your toilet, and then your propane there. Here's the awnings right here. It's just a one push button and they'll come in and out. And then the slide outs too. For the slide outs, you just want to make sure nothing is in the way. Here is the driver's side front slide out. So this living room here will go out a couple of feet, and then the back slide out here is for the bedroom, and that'll slide out as well, so it's nice and roomy. There's going to be extra towels up here. The shower, just when you're moving, you'll want to make sure that that is engaged so it doesn't roll around. Bathroom, there's going to be some extra toiletries in there, and then toilet paper up here, and then trash can. We have a Keurig in here with some coffee. All right, so I'm going to show you one of probably the most complicated things. It's turning the water heater on. So first thing you're going to do is come and turn the propane tank on. And then you're going to come here, turn it on. And then you'll come back to your main control box here. You will turn the water heater on and you'll make sure the water pump is on. And the way you know it's working is because it's going to come over here. It does take a few minutes. This will show you what the temperature is right now. So that'll get, increase right there and get hot. And then a couple of other things. There's some storage in here. This is how you are going to connect to power. So this is the 50 amp electric cord for the campsite. And then depending on how long you're staying, you might have to empty this yourself. So there's a hose that'll hook up to here. It's just really easy, like just twist. And then you'll empty the black tank and the gray tank. Do I need to screw it or just?
No, just push it all the way up.
Okay.
It's supposed to.
this is how you're going to connect to the campsite water. So this will flow directly into the faucets instead of using the freshwater tank. Just takes normal gas. Here's where all like the hoses and stuff are going to be. Another storage department here. And then inside it's just going to drive just like a normal like U-Haul. And then just before you leave, you'll want to make sure all of the slides are in. You'll want to retract the jacks. In order to do this, it'll tell you if you're not doing something right. So if you push level, it'll say emergency brake needs to be on, ignition needs to be on. For the slide outs, it's going to say ignition off, emergency brake on. So it'll kind of remind you, but we do have a booklet as well if you need a quick reference. And we are always available if you have any questions about how to use everything. There is a lot of information, so we definitely expect some phone calls. A couple of other things. This is how you control the temperature. There is one here, and then there is a temperature control for the back bedroom as well. So you just will push it and then go to cool, and then just make sure that it's on like the auto instead of the fan, because that won't provide very much air conditioning for you. And then the other thing as well is when you leave, you'll just make sure all the lights are turned off. And this is the kill switch for the battery there. And that'll just automatically turn all of the lights off once you push it. So if you need to fill up your freshwater tank, because you're not connected to a campsite, this is what you're going to do. You're just going to put the hose in here and then fill it up. And then it just locks.